What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. It's a game day, so we're always excited in these parts. Week 13, Eagles-Ravens. We've talked about it all week. A big old matchup coming our way, and I cannot wait to see this one. Been talking trash all week. You know, look, and this is the NFL. Games can go any way, so you never know, but to me, the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. The Ravens, one of the better teams in the NFL, so this could definitely go either way. But I think the Eagles are going to show the world they are the best team in the NFL today. And that's by going out here, running the damn ball, regardless if they're second in the league against the run. Don't care where they struggle against the pass. Yeah, you can pass the ball, but you dictate the way this game goes. You are the Philadelphia Eagles. This offense, defense, special teams, everybody coming to play. So I'm ready to run through some effing walls. I don't know about you, but I appreciate you all taking the time, hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, all the things you're doing. But let's rock and roll. I want to hear from you. I want to know how you're feeling about this game. We're going to go over some roster moves, injury stuff, all the things you need to know for this game. Going to try to make this about 10, 15 minutes. Got a bunch to do. Going to watch the game with family. That's why I had to do this one early. The post-game show will probably be about an hour or so after the game. I got to get home. So bear with me today, but I'm here right now. You're here, you sickos. And if you're watching later, well, you can join the fun too. But let's effing go, baby. How you feeling about this game today? Are you ready to run through some effing walls? Let's go. That's what I'd like to see for the first comment. Liz, I know you're ready to run through these walls because this team has continued to shut the haters up. The Philly media is still trying to create narratives. Oh, they're not passing the ball enough. They're just running right down people's throats. Why aren't they passing? Well, because nobody gives a damn about your stupid-ass narratives. We want to go out here and win these effing games, and that is what we're here to do. So I'm ready to run through some walls. I see Trey's ready to go. Let's effing go, Birds. G-Fish, my man. Love to see it. Love to see you guys in here getting ready to rock and roll. We got my dude Mark in here. We got Drew in here. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Some true sickos ready to rock and roll. Love to see you guys sharing that love. My man Doyle in the building. Let's effing go, baby. How you guys feeling about this game? And, oh, they're about to find out real quick who this team is. So let's go, baby. Let's talk about it. Now, Ben Van Sumeren out for the season. Horrible news. You know, the media, some of the fans trying to make it season's over. Oh, what are we going to do for my guy we use maybe 3-4 times a game? He had like 25 snaps at fullback. Look, I love it. Love the kid. Love his athleticism. We talked about him last year as an undrafted kid. Big fan, but he's out for the season. So Paris Campbell, he gets his shot. We talked about it yesterday. That's kind of telling as to Devontae Smith. So it doesn't sound like Devontae's going to play, but let's take a look now with BVS on the IR. He joins Graham and Huff, who just got added. You got Young, Clark, Bradbury still there. The offense. Now, Devontae is questionable here. Johnny Wilson out. But again, Devontae sounds doubtful for this game. So you're going to have A.J. Brown, Dotson, Campbell, Covey, Smith. Next man up. Let's effing go. You still got Saquon. Jalen Hurts, best offensive line in the building. Dallas Goedert, big game coming his way. Let's effing go. Then on the defensive side of the ball, we know Slay is out. So Rodgers will step in. Sidney Brown questionable for this game. Tristan McCollum will have to step it up. If not, so let's go. O'Shawn Mathis, you see, was elevated. Sorry, I didn't mention, but if you missed the shows, Azoma was elevated for the third tight end. But O'Shawn Mathis is there. He will be another edge rusher with Charles Harris because obviously Huff and Brandon Graham being on IR. Sweat, Smith, Hunt, let's effing go. Want to see a big game from Jalix Hunt. And look, I want to see a big game from this entire defense. Special teams department, somebody get things going there. Let's see a big return. Covey, go ahead and get yourself a touchdown. I'm all about it. And then the Ravens had some injuries going on. They did not take off Michael Pierce or TJ Tampa, but they did add Kolar and Mollett to their IR. So those guys will not be playing. The Ravens do not have a third tight end for this game, and that is one of their better run-blocking tight ends. So, look, next man up for them as well, but they just don't have an next man when it comes to the tight end. Ricard maybe gets some plays there as that third tight end. You see their offensive line. Good to go there. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Van Noy doubtful for this game. So they're going to need Isaac and Robinson, Ojabo to step it up. Everybody else good to go. Mollett was a depth piece there in the secondary, obviously on IR. And then you see their special teams department, everybody good to go. So wanted to see what these teams look like in case you missed it. Now you know who's out, who's questionable, all that great stuff. We'll get the inactives an hour and a half before that game, but I will be busy with family. So, I'm going to try my best to get home as soon as I can to talk about this game afterwards. But let's go. Lil G, appreciate you taking the time here. And time to get this. Yeah, right? Move the hand, you little son of a bitch. The belt's coming out. I'm ready to rock and roll. You heard me say it. I will get the belt out, and I'm going to have to do it after this game because so many narratives are going to have to be creative here because they are not going to see it. And I'm sick of the disrespect as well. You know it's going to come our way. Well, they're going to find out today. Oh, Lamar Jackson, blah, 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 blah. Well, let me tell you something about Jalen Hurts. He is the truth. He is him. You're going to find out today. Ravens defense, yeah, they're still a tough front. They can get sacks. They haven't gotten too many turnovers there, but they've got the talent to do so. They've added guys like Tre'Davious White. So do not sleep on the defense. You can pass against them. They're like 31st in the league. Whatever you got to do. But I want to see that run the damn ball right down their throats. Run it right down their throats, please. And thank you. Saquon, baby. But my man Tim joining us. Appreciate you tuning in. And, you always got to worry about someone like Derrick Henry. We talked about it this week. Cannot have those missed tackles. That was my emphasis on the top matchup show when we talked about these linebackers and everyone else going up against a guy like Derrick Henry, and not just Derrick Henry, but Lamar Jackson. So need to wrap up tackle like they have been doing, continue to get better on defense. Love to see it. Jalen, my man, I'll be real with you. I think that this team doesn't care. They're going to get thronged, donged, and slip-slonged, baby. I really think that this Eagles team, only time they really struggled is when they're shooting themselves in the foot. So, well, our defense is way better, and that's what we talked about this week. So I just think that it's a great offense. They're going to get yards. They're going to get points. That's all right. It's the NFL. Like, it happens. But if you can contain them, if you can allow your offense to put up more points, John Madden point of the day, you will win the game. So, look, we just got to go out here and play like we've been playing. And that, again, to me, is the best team in the NFL. I'm going to stick by my preseason prediction that they will go 15-2 and win the Super Bowl. So you got to win this one here today. 9-2 we sit. So we're going to need 6 more of those, but leading the NFC East. And we'll see how the Commanders want to do against the Titans today. And, the Giants getting rid of Danny Jones. Cowboys suck. Beautiful to see. But you can see that for me, I think the second, spot is great, and the Lions, just won, and some of these things changed. I do apologize from the Thanksgiving games. I just haven't been able to get things done. So we'll see where the Eagles stand after, the next few weeks here, but I think that they're just going to continue climbing. You got to do what you can. Obviously, you want at that number 1 spot, but we'll see how this season shakes out. You can see the Ravens fighting for that number 1 spot in the North, so they've got a lot to fight for. They're holding on to that first wild card spot in the AFC. So, look, both these teams are hungry. Both of them want to prove that they are the better team in the NFL. And I think for me, we talked about it. And if you guys missed any of these shows where we talk about all this stuff, break down the games, we talked about the Ravens and, being good against the run, as I mentioned, second, 31st against the pass. They're giving up points and yards, unlike themselves, but they're still getting sacks, 5th in the league there. Not getting so many turnovers, but their offense, 2nd in points, 1st in total yardage, 2nd in rushing, 3rd in passing, not giving up sacks, not turning the ball over. Their offense is playing at a very effing high level. So we got to go out here, and our defense needs to continue, as we talk about, getting better. Number 1 in total yardage, 6th in points, 7th in rush against the run, 3rd against the pass, 8th in sacks, 12th in turnovers. So let's get some turnovers. Let's put Lamar Jackson in the dirt. That's going to be hard to do, but I mean, you got to get pressure. We're missing BG. That sucks. Next man up. This offense, though, look at it. 7th in points, 3rd in total yardage, 1st in running the ball, 25th in passing. And people, oh, my God, what are we going to do? We don't pass. You pass when you need to. If you need to in this game, do it and smoke them with it. You see giving up some sacks. Let's not do that today. This team can get after the quarterback. Jalen Hurts, get rid of the ball when you need to. Run when you need to. Whatever you got to do, be smart with the ball. Hold on to it. Turnovers tied for 9th there. Getting much better in that department. So we talked about this when we had our struggles. And what's funny enough is I just saw this one video popped up, an older one, and it's like, is the season over in week 2? And it's like all these laughing faces because I remember everybody freaking out. And it's like new coordinators, things that we talk about all off season that just seem to escape the media. But this team just continues to build on the things that, we talk about mistakes and shooting yourself in the foot. Stuff like that's going to happen. But you build on it. And you know what? Even if you're the best team in the NFL, things do happen, man. You have bad games. So you don't want this to be a bad game. You want to go out here, a 4:00 game, good weather. I think that this is going to be one hell of an effing game. But if we take care of the ball, if we do not shoot ourselves in the foot, no stupid penalties, we're going to whoop their ass. I'm just saying. And again, it could be a close game, but I think that this Eagles team should win this game. And if it gets put into Jalen Hurts at the end, his hands, I believe in them. And if they leave some time, I believe in this defense to be able to shut down Lamar Jackson. Number 1 in the league in passing, Lamar Jackson. Number 2 in the league, Derrick Henry, behind Saquon Barkley, who has played in one less game. And then, of course, they've got Zay Flowers, who's number 5 in the league in receiving yards. So I think, that's great, fantastic. But wait till you meet Quinyon Mitchell. Wait till you boys get to meet Cooper DeJean. Isaiah Rodgers, next man up, step it up, let's go. So I'm feeling confident about this game. Let me know how you're feeling about it. I'm going to get rolling out of here in a couple minutes, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you have any score predictions? Player of the game. What do you think is going to happen? How many yards do you think Saquon Barkley can get? Yeah, they're number 2 in the league and only giving up 70 whatever yards. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Run that effing ball right down their throats. Establish that damn run, and then, open up your play action. Open up, you want to use motion, try to be fancy, do whatever you need to do to keep these guys guessing. This is a good defense. Zachary Orr is going to have these guys ready. So bring your A-game offense and this offensive line. Stay healthy. All of the above those things, So, and yes, exactly. You just got to play clean football, and let's go punch them right in the mouth. Let's show them we are the best team in the NFL. And, you can't get away from running that ball. We are number 1 in the league, and we're going to stay that way because you find success when you run the ball with someone like Saquon Barkley. I mean, we stressed it all year. I saw someone bought that run the damn ball shirt last night. I'm about to get myself one. Please, for the love of God, just continue running the damn ball, and I think things will be all right. And, I'm all about Coop and Quinyon having a big game. They're going to have a tough test with Lamar Jackson here, so it should be intriguing. 8 Sirianni's wife's ornaments and wrote a letter asking her to let Nick keep. Wow. That's great. Whatever look he has, let's just win these games. Yeah, man. No, not really. If you watch anything and you're not like whiny, you would see that we broke it down all week, how talented he is. And even in this video, you can hear. But I understand your fear. Appreciate you tuning in. And I don't blame you. The Eagles are a team not to be messed with. And look, I think that undefeated. Well, again, whatever they need to do, whatever he needs to look like, I could care less. I just want to see a W. I know some people get upset about the jerseys, about all this. I don't care what they're wearing. I just want them to go out and punch the Ravens in the mouth. And like we've talked about all week, this is the toughest test to date. And I think that, the Ravens, obviously, as we mentioned all week, you've got Derrick Henry and Lamar, just like we have Saquon and Jalen. So it's going to be great. But the difference here, they got good receivers, a good tight end. So do we. The defense, we talk about where they have struggled against the pass. That is somewhere where we need to be able to attack and be able to put up points where, if it comes down to the end of the game, obviously you want to be able to throw the ball if you're down or, whatever. I just think that this team, that is where they are lacking, and that's where you got to go. White lightning, too funny. But my guy Coop, I'd love to see him get a sack, interception, whatever he's got to do. Just let's go win this effing game. Whatever it takes. Bring your A game. This could be a Super Bowl preview, as we said earlier in the week. This to me should be the Super Bowl. This would be the most fun, but we get to find out today who wants to be the better team. And both teams dealing with some injuries. Again, probably not going to have Devontae Smith here, but again, I don't care. It's next man up. Get Devontae healthy. We need him for the playoff run, and I'll be just fine if Dotson can step up, make a couple plays. Covey come in. Anaya Smith, you don't have Johnny Wilson, so you have Paris Campbell now. Whoever it is, next man up, do your part. We've got AJ, big game from AJ Brown coming, big game from Dallas Goedert coming. Run the damn ball with Saquon. Jalen Hurts, show them why you're in that MVP talk as well. But defense, as you saw in the top matchups, we're going to need you the most here. Toughest test to date, a guy that can, just like you practice against with Jalen Hurts, a guy that can run the ball, throw the ball, do it all. A real dual threat. This is somebody I really, really enjoy watching, and I hate the fact that we have to play them, but I love it at the same time because you need to, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I think that this is what you need. Iron sharpens iron, and I hope we get to meet them again at the end of the year. But for me, let's go get that first W right here, right now, today. And that, to me, it's going to be easier said than done. So sneaky good pickup won't be done. Yeah, look, he's all right. You claimed him because he's got some veteran experience. You brought in O'Shawn Mathis last week, so we talked about him, what he brings to the edge. But it's going to be Sweat, Smith, and Jalix Hunt as your key rotational pieces. But Harris and maybe a little bit of Mathis helping out on special teams, whatever. But you're going to be needed. And if, God forbid, anything happened, Sweat got banged up last week, you're going to need these other guys to step it up. You guys heard me before the draft talk about Jalix Hunt, why I wanted the Eagles to draft him. Well, maybe today we'll get to find out why I was so high on this kid and was so confused that nobody in the Eagles media knew who he was when we drafted him. Still very excited about the kid. Unfortunately, injuries are going to open the door, but maybe a blessing in disguise for him. So let's rock and roll. All about it. I think that they should be able to. Again, you never know. You never know what could happen in any game. But I think, some of these parlays I've made that's where I've got them headed. Big games from Goddard, big games from AJ. That's what I'd like to see. So let's go, Goddard. Let's go. Each and every one of these guys needs to bring their A game. So my man, Michael, glad you tuned in right before I was rolling out, my friend. Appreciate you. As I was saying earlier, I will be about an hour after the game. I got to drive home then. I'm going to get rolling out here, actually. Got to get over to my sisters, my brother, my nephew. A bunch of people are coming over, so excited to see all of them watch the game. But once I get home, we'll have the post-game show, win, lose, or tie, bleed green until I die, baby. So we will be here talking about this game no matter what happens. As always, dude, I know some people run or get pissed. Dude, I'm right here. Whether I'm pissed, happy, it doesn't matter. We'll be talking about it. But Michael, my man, appreciate you taking the time, my friend. Appreciate you all sharing the love amongst yourselves, sharing the love, hitting that like button here, sharing this stuff out to the universe, subscribing to the channel and joining the family. All that stuff truly means the world. But you guys see all the depth charts, injuries, stats, the standings, rankings, all the stuff you need to know for the game. Unfortunately, we don't have the inactives yet. You'll get that an hour and a half before the game. If I have any service, I will try to post that stuff. But going to be a busy one for me before this game gets started. Going to try to enjoy some family time. Hopefully you all enjoy your time. Hopefully you had a great holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you're ready for Christmas. Let's have it go. But yes, definitely going to enjoy that time. Hopefully you guys do too. And I will talk to you after this game. Appreciate each and every one of you taking the time. If you have any further thoughts, if you're just catching this or you're watching this later, you have a score prediction, you have anything on your mind, you need something other than football. I'm always here for you guys. I love each and every one of you sickos. Hope you are ready to run through some walls. Let's effing go. Next man up. Don't care who's out. I know people are going to be spitting all day about it. And look, if some mistakes happen or if it's a close game, no reason to jump ship like all the other Eagles content creators and media people. You don't have to do that. Stick with your team. Ride it out and watch this team. No matter what happens, we're going to get this W. You guys all stay safe out there. I love each and every one of you. Yes, that's what I want to hear. Right there. That confidence, it's what I'm all about. Let's put that good juju out into the universe. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you here today. I will see you after the game, though. So until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!